More bad news for Big U. This new interview could really affect the legal process he's currently going through.
That AP on my hand, see Terrell the go a fan. All these pussies got no motion.
Man. Every day I turn around and look at my motherfucking phone, it's something new about you fat. He done did something else again, bro. He done did some more shit. It's like this shit is never ending. Do your homework on never ending, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit the subscribe button. I'm going up with this shit. Like I said, I'm going to hit 2,100 next week. You know what I'm saying? Share the videos so, YouTube could recommend my shit. Do your homework on recommend it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be in the algorithm and shit. But I'm going to go ahead and get into this motherfucking video, man. It's always something with you fat every damn week, bro. More and more information just keep getting released. Like, damn.
More bad news for Big U. This new interview could really affect the legal process he's currently going through. As we all know by now, Big U is currently going through a RICO that stems from a 2021 murder of Rayshawn Williams. The feds believe that Big U murdered Rayshawn Williams, and they have found a way to incorporate the murder of Rayshawn Williams into a bunch of other crimes, and they're charging Big U for running a criminal enterprise. Big U was back in court yesterday. Now, I was shocked. The courtroom was kind of empty. It was his family members who was there, but I was expecting, everybody who he has ever worked with or touched or did something for to show up. Nobody was there. But
when you in them type of situations, nigga, it show. You know what I'm saying? It show who there for you and who not. Listen to your boy. So all them people he was calling, you know what I'm saying, his ace ones, his ride or die, they not there no more. Do your homework on him fucking up. He fucked up big time. Yeah, go ahead and check in. I'm going to need $50,000 if you want to stay over here and this and that. I'm going to need $50,000 if you want to sit up here and host the party right there. Do your homework on him doing shit like that. I'm going to need $60,000 if you want to sit up there and run the motherfucking store for the day. Come on now. You can't do that.
Big U issued his official plea for these crimes yesterday.
Music executive and alleged LA gang leader Eugene Henley Jr. is heading to trial. Last month, he was named in a 43-county federal indictment, and this afternoon, he pleaded.
Like, I see nothing but a gray-ass beard, bro. I see nothing but a gray-ass beard, bro. Whatever the fuck y'all want to call this, goatee, whatever the fuck. Yeah, goatee. All I see is a gray-ass goatee, bro. My nigga, you was a senior citizen moving like this. This is sad. Just one dumbass OG, bro.
Guilty during his arraignment. Prosecutors accuse Henley of running a criminal enterprise involving murder, human trafficking, robbery, and extortion. They also say Henley, known as Big U, has ties to the notorious Rollin' 60s neighborhood Crips street gang. His trial is scheduled for May 20th.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now, bro. That trial ain't starting May 20th. If there's...
Hell no, bro, because you got to understand, like, his lawyers and shit, they going to ask to push that back, bro. They not finna start it right away because you gotta understand, like, they still need to know all the motherfucking information they got against him. They still need to see all the motherfucking evidence, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. So his lawyers could see what they could do. Do your homework because they got a whole bunch of information on him. They ready to drop that shit, but they ain't prepared. Do your homework on his lawyers and them not being prepared. Fans already got their shit together, bro. So, like I said, bro, don't expect the trial to start around May, bro. Don't. I say probably like around January of next year, or probably like October, September. That's what we looking at. But as far as May, nah, bro. Because you gotta understand, they still need to look at the discovery. See what they got against him and shit like that.
One thing you can be sure of in life is that trial ain't starting May 20th. That trial about to get extended about 6 times. It's about to take about 2 or 3 years for this to get to trial. So as Big U wait and sit, he's gonna want bond, right? He's gonna have a bond hearing pretty soon. And when he has the bond hearing, the issue is not gonna be about money.
See, that's one thing about the feds, like they don't do that recording shit, none of that, bro. Versus like the state shit, like they don't do none of that shit. So everything just private and shit. You gotta get your information from insiders and shit. Motherfuckers who was in the courtroom. Do your homework on that. Listen to your boy.
Big U has a son in the NFL who is like an all-pro caliber player. Like the son.
Yeah, like what the fuck is you doing? Like you have a son that's in the NFL and you out here doing shit like this. Nigga, attend to your son games. Like that's what you was supposed to be doing. Nigga, you was supposed to be a proud father. Nigga, you took a fat ass L this year. You fat.
Bought out this year. Bought out. He was an all-pro snub. So you know the son about to get like a huge payday for like $100 or like $60 million his next check. So Big U would have no problem making bail. All right. You know, he has high-profile celebrity friends. He would have no problem making bail or coming up with the money. But
like I said, I don't see far as the murder charges and shit, like the other shit, okay. Like the extortion shit, I could see him like beating that. But as far as like the murder and shit, ooh-wee, he gotta prove that, bro. Like his lawyers, man, he better hire Drew Fitterlin, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He better hire Drew Fitterlin, bro.
Surrounding his bond or his bill or him getting out as he fight this case will be contingent on.
They're not finna let him out. I'm gonna tell you why, Flacco. Because he's a threat to society, bro. He's going around extorting motherfuckers and they got murder against him. So you think they gonna let him out? But you gotta be buku the fool if you think the feds is gonna sit up there and let him out. Like I said, you come on, bro.
Of the public. That's how they get everybody, bro. They got Brick Baby like that. They got Loose Cannon like that. Y'all got the money. Y'all got millions of dollars in property to put up for the bond. Sorry, but it's not about the money, bro. We can't let you out because you're a danger to society. And for the feds in this Big U case, they just got a Hail Mary. They just got a golden nugget to almost guarantee that Big U would not be granted bond by the judge. That golden nugget stemmed from this interview that TMZ did with Rayshawn Williams' family. This is his mom on the right and his aunt on the left. And they spoke on Big U and him being accused of killing their son.
I wanted to say I'm so sorry for your loss. I mean, my heart really does go out to both of you. I mean, you know, your family's going through a really tough time right now. I know there's news that broke out that said that Big U was, you know, might have been involved in your son's murder. I mean, do you believe he's responsible?
I know for a fact he's responsible. There's no doubt in my mind. Mother's instance, I know he's responsible.
Right.
Don't like sharing your pint?
Then share the new scoop.
It's just over with for you fat, bro. Big useless, should I say.
Palooza.
If you don't want to share your Ben and Jerry's,
When we're not in a very shared.
This is really bad for a multitude of reasons. It's one thing to be accused of killing Rayshawn Williams, but you being accused and the family is on board with the charges and they're motivated because they believe you 100% did it. Yo, do you understand how bad it's going to look when the family come to court and testify? When the family take the stand and they testify and they beg and plead to the jury not to let him get off? And what we usually see in this situation, especially when it comes to family and internal issues, it's usually handled within the family. It usually don't make it to where we're currently seeing it at. Because Rayshawn Williams and his family was linked to Big U and his family. Rayshawn Williams lived with Big U. Rayshawn Williams was Big U's son's best friend. So they were linked. And usually in the black community, bruh, when something like this happened, you still give the person the benefit of the doubt. But in this situation, they believe they have enough. Now, their belief that Big U probably did it stems from, you know, a multitude of reasons, including apparently when Rayshawn Williams passed away, Big U did not attend his funeral. He cut off all communication from Rayshawn Williams' family.
Yeah, that's a sign of guilt, buddy. Let me hear that again.
So they were communicating pretty regularly when Rayshawn Williams was living with Big U.
So you're cutting off communication and shit like that. Yeah, bro. It's showing signs of guilt. I'm telling you, bro.
Man, we got some pretty disturbing news, man. And y'all remember a couple of days ago when I mentioned that case where the kid, the football player, you know, it was Big U's son's best friend, played on the football team, who was living with Big U, was killed. And they were saying that Big U didn't show up to the funeral, never contacted the mother for any type of support, anything. Just blocked her and everything, right? It was just like, damn, bro, like you always say if you know anything about these gang murders to give you the information. But when the football player is the best friend of your son who was living with you turns up dead, you don't want nothing to do with nothing, right? So the news came out today, this morning. The mother said that Big U has been denying to give his DNA. So
That's crazy work right there. That's another sign of guilt. Don't you want to prove your motherfucking innocence? A motherfucker who innocent ain't finna be moving how you moving, you fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a wrap. Take notes. This ain't how y'all want to live, bro.
You want to take a wild guess whose DNA came back on the son? Big U, Eugene Henley's DNA came back on her son's fingernails.
Come to find out, the DNA was inconclusive. However, the family at this point already believed Big U did it. And there's nothing they could have really heard to say he didn't, right? So,
nigga 65 years old out here committing murders and shit. Like, my nigga, you think, excuse me, y'all, like, I ain't mean to burp and shit. That was rude. But anyway, like I was saying, like, bro, you're 65 years old moving like this. Nigga, you're a grandpa. What the fuck?
they did indeed tell 600 that the DNA was found, but it was inconclusive. But from their perspective, we were all the family. When Rayshawn passed away, you don't come to his funeral and you don't contact us, something is up, right? So then they would also go on to say that they feel like Big U did it because Rayshawn Williams was probably defiant, or Rayshawn Williams didn't totally do something that Big U wanted him to do. Like, how they described it to me, it came across as if the murder was an act of impulse and it was done over something very petty, because they can't...
It was, bro, over hatred. Over some little petty shit. Because Big Useless couldn't get his way. Because you fat couldn't get his way. Do your homework on that.
Pinpoint to any type of major issue or major beef that Big U and Rayshawn Williams ever had.
Why do you think that he did it? I mean, that's like the big question.
Because you don't like the word no.
Okay.
You don't want nobody to tell you no.
Yeah.
Everything's supposed to go your way or no way. So I feel like my baby did something that you didn't like, and you did what you did. Now karma's at your door.
Do you think Big U is a real threat to the community right now?
Of course.
There's a lot that...
That's bad. That's the worst thing for Big U right now. Big U is trying...
Yeah, bro. Like, for the family to feel like that you had something to do with it, that's not a good look, bro. It's not. Especially when they coming up there in the courtroom to testify against you.
Get a bond. He's trying to get a bail. He's trying to get out and fight this case from the streets. This is the biggest threat to him getting out on bond and fighting the case from the streets. Hear what she has to say regarding her safety.
There's a lot there.
Of course he is, because...
Ma'am, you better say, I'm feared for my life, this and that and the third. Nigga, like, keep his ass locked up. I'm with you on this. You done lost your son and shit because of his big dumb ass. He want to sit up here and move reckless. Nigga, senior citizen moving like this. Doctor Strange. Fuck is you talking about?
If he could do this to my child, what makes you think he couldn't do it to nobody else's child? Or if he haven't done it to nobody else's child? Or if he don't have anybody child right now feeling threatened because of what he have said to them or what he have done to them. So, of course, he's a threat. Of course. No doubt.
With all this coming
Nigga,
up,
that's some shit the prosecutor would say. Like, everything she's saying right now is the shit the prosecutors would say, bro. That's tough work, bro. That's tough work right there. It's over with for you, fat.
are you worried for your family's safety?
Most
Shit,
definitely.
hell yeah.
I've been worried for my
unalive y'all.
kids' safety since day one, since this happened. I shouldn't have to be a parent within fear of my child's or my kid's life when I trusted you.
Now, if you're Big U, how do you go in front of a judge? Now, you think about the best pitch you can think of, bruh. Even if you have $100 million, even if you want to do 24/7 security, ankle monitor, never leaving the home, how do you convince a judge to let you out on bond? When the family of the murder victim, the mother, is saying we don't feel safe. We feel like our lives are at risk. We feel like if he gets out, we will get hurt, and it's not fair that we have to live and hide it. How do you go to a judge and convince him to let you out? To me, this right here pretty much guarantees that Big U is not getting out on bond. It's not happening. And I'll be real, bro. The mother sounds pretty convincing. Outside of bond, because I think bond's a pretty done deal. Bond is not happening, bro.
It's been out the way. From when they came and first picked him up, it was over with.
A judge is not letting out Big U after the mother is saying that she feels like her and her family life is at risk. But can you imagine her at trial testifying? Oh my God.
And you took that away from me.
I mean, is there a message that you would...
And how she talking and everything, she's intelligent with it. Like, she's very articulate with it. Like, she's saying it like the prosecutor saying it type shit. She's saying it how the prosecutors is saying it. Do your homework on how she's saying it, how the prosecutor saying it. Do your homework on that. That's tough.
Send to Big U?
Why?
That's tough work, bro.
Any other time you would have called me. Still right now, today, I still haven't heard from you. Nothing. Just like they say, that big old N, you have it on your chest right now, and it stands for nothing, because that's what you are.
Or nobody.
In my book, you a nothing person to me.
Bro.
Can I forgive you? I tried. I tried to pray on it. I tried to ask the Lord above me to help me to forgive you. And deep down, my Heavenly Father upstairs know who I am, if don't nobody else know me. I've tried, and I cannot do it. I cannot forgive you.
That's the strangest part to me, and the part that really pinpoints the guilt, if he is guilty.
For real.
Because when something like this happened, and Rayshawn Williams was a
nigga, the toughest part about this is the part where she was like, I cannot forgive you. I cannot forgive you. Bro, them words right there, let alone, bro. Ooh-wee. Yeah, bro.
with you, a person who you took in as a son, who is really close with your son. I would think if that person passed away, you would do all you can to stay connected to the family. Give them whatever they need. Stay in connection. Help out with the funeral. Go to the funeral. Do certain things that that anybody would do, especially if it's a kid that lived with them, right? So for the family to say that, we haven't been in communication since the day our son passed away, since the day the police let us know our son passed away, we haven't been in communication. To me, that's kind of to me, that's the biggest indictment of guilt than anything else that I've heard so far, because it really don't make sense. Now, the consequences from this is going to extend beyond Big U. It's going to extend and affect even his family, his son, Dayon Henley.
You sat up there and killed your son best friend, bro. Your son homie, bro. Nigga, like, your son not even going to be cool with you after this, bro.
like number 3 in the league this year for total tackles. He's balling out. Is he gonna get judged? Because if y'all remember, Deshaun Jackson got released from the Eagles after making a Pro Bowl because they claimed he was linked to gang activities. So is Deion Henley's career going to be stifled? Is it going to be ended short? Is this going to affect his contract negotiation after his rookie contract? This just affects a lot of people who don't really deserve for it to be affected, right? Like Deion Henley he don't deserve.
That can stop your son from getting certain awards and shit, bro. Just cause you his pops and shit. Just cause motherfuckers know who you is. That can stop him from getting into certain shit. Even though he in the NFL, y'all get where I'm coming from. Like sponsorships. Things of that nature. No, because Big U, your dad, he be extorting motherfuckers. So we don't know what type of timing you be on. Keep it a million with y'all. Like, that's how motherfuckers be thinking. No, we can't do business with you because your dad be extorting motherfuckers, so we think you on that timing too.
His NFL contract to be affected or for the teams to, cut him out of money because his father is being accused of. But one thing we know, bruh, is if you are linked this closely to gang activities, to murders, NFL teams ain't playing that. And we learned it from Deshaun Jackson when they released him for just being affiliated with gangs. Deshaun Jackson paid for his homie bond, I believe, right? Or no, paid for his lawyers and he beat the case. He came home, took a picture with the friend on Instagram, and the Eagles released him the following day for gang activities. So this could affect a lot of people, man. Now, the one thing I will say that's not going in Big U's favor is the fact that this story is extending beyond, YouTube, and it's transitioning.
Nigga, it's bad to where the point, nigga, this is finna hit Netflix. The Rolling 60s Takedown. You Fat in the Rolling 60s Takedown, bro. That's the documentary, bro. I'm not even lying. That's the documentary. You Fat in the Rolling 60s Takedown. All because of him.
Mainstream media. Like when TMZ is conducting multiple interviews to talk about Big U, like they interviewed SKG, right? The woman who claimed that Big U brutalized her.
When they get on Netflix, all them other platforms like Hulu, things of that nature, nigga, that's how you know it's bad.
They interviewed the family of Rayshawn Williams. They even interviewed Adam 22 and asked Adam 22 about Big U. So when TMZ is this interested, bruh, you're about to get painted like a villain for at least 6 summers.
There's a lot of claims being made. WAC 100, said you got picked up by the feds. Can I ask you, where's that coming from?
I mean, WAC got an overactive imagination, to say the least. I was not picked up by the feds, but they did pay a visit to my residence. And my lawyer spoke to them, and they made it clear that I'm not in any kind of trouble right now. I'm not being investigated. But what they did want to get their hands on, which is
Pedal 22. Let's see. You're working with them. You know what I'm saying? You're with them. You're on their team. You know what I'm saying? Stop the cap. Stop with all the buku. You on the feds team, bro, and that's okay. That's cool. We know you're not like that, bro.
Crazy is that they wanted to see the cease and desist that we received from Big U maybe a year ago that basically was requesting that we remove a podcast appearance in which Loose Cannon said that Big U had prior knowledge of Nipsey Hussle's death before it actually happened, So before Nipsey actually got...
They can tie him into killing Nip. If they could tie him in that situation... Woo-wee, it's a wrap. Damn, bro. Look, life in that bitch. That's all I'm saying, bro.
And so the feds were interested in that, which is very interesting to us because that makes us think, why are they curious about that? There's nothing about that in the original indictment or criminal complaint. So very suspicious, really makes us wonder what the feds are investigating exactly when it comes to Big U. But as far as myself, No, I wasn't locked up.
So what are your thoughts on the case? You know, with Big U, you know, being arrested and everything.
I mean, to be real with you, like whatever's going on with Big U don't got nothing to do with me. They're saying he was extorting everybody. They're saying that he killed this kid Rayshawn in Vegas. You know, I don't really know anything about that aside from what I've read.
Big U worked for years to remove this.
Stop the cap. Pedo 22, stop the cap, bro. Nigga, you hang around his associates that be at the podcast and shit with you. Stop lying, bro. Now that's where I'm gonna say Pedo 22 is lying. He knows. He just say he ain't want to tell TMZ, bro. He ain't want to tell them everything. Do your homework on Pedo 22. Didn't want to spill all the beans and shit. He trying to act like he gangster and shit. He trying to keep it up. Like, bro, stop it.
Of a gang leader and rebrand his image into a community leader and activist, and that's gone overnight. And when you have people like TMZ dedicated to making you a story, it's over with, bro. I doubt Big U can get a fair trial at this point, bro. The way TMZ and other media outlets is spamming stories about him. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? Do you guys believe that Big U will get the bond? Let me know, okay? And do you guys think he's no? Honestly, do y'all think he's guilty or he's innocent? Let me know in the comment section, okay? And if you're still watching, click on this.
He's guilty like a motherfucker. Nigga, a senior citizen moving like this. Y'all take notes, YNs. Listen to what I'm saying, man. Like, you don't want to be like Big Useless. You fat. Because that ain't good, bro. You had his family, bro. You had his family come out and say some shit. That's tough. They came out and spoke. But anyway, subscribe to my second channel. It's called Yo Terrell Reacted Again. Fire ass content being produced over there. You won't be disappointed, man. Y'all go subscribe to my third channel, Terrell Be Hot Boxing. Do your homework on that. You know what I'm saying? I got another video dropping over there next week. Follow my socials. It's linked to the channel. Other than that, I love y'all. See y'all next one when I'm out. Second channel for life. But it's a marathon. Y'all stay on y'all P's and Q's. Don't be out here lagging, man.